precautionary calf strain?
It was, yeah, bit of an awareness on a calf strain that was tight enough this morning. So knowing what we knew, there was no need to risk him.
Andy, they got a lot of purchase on the breakdown.
They did. Yeah, they did. I mean, for whatever reason, and I actually don't care. It's great for us. The pitch was very wet, and I was asking Mike Catt after the game, and he was laughing. So, but I mean, that's good tactics from them, isn't it? That the ball's slippy, the breakdowns ferocious enough, and the line speed is high octane stuff as well from them, and we kept on trying to overplay at times, certainly around halfway, and putting ourselves back under pressure and keeping them in the game really. So I believe that it could be wet on Wednesday anyway, so we'll take that. Murray, I don't know. I mean, he just laughed. Catty just laughed, and yeah, we've seen that done plenty of times. I don't know whether the pitch needed watering.
Just on the other games, you kind of managed to swing these back in the last 30 and finish strong. Didn't happen tonight.
No, we certainly had the opportunities to, and a few got chalked off, but one or two did of theirs as well in the first half. So we got to take the balance of that and put our hands up and say, you know, that amount of turnover ball is credit to them, obviously, but not good enough from us.
Andy, there was a rain bomb here with an unexpected amount of rain on Tuesday night. Were you not expecting it to be as well?
No, we know all that. We know all that, but I've been here for 2 days as well. It's been glorious. It's been glorious, and the pitch was okay. And again, we're not complaining.
Is that just what you expect from the Lions to?
Well, that's good, isn't it? That's what you would do if you're waiting for this type of game to come. You know, it's huge for all the clubs, as we've talked about all along, and we've got to. Of course, we talk about it the whole time, but we've got to realise every single game that it doesn't really matter whether we're churning up the games and playing game after game. You know, we know what's coming, and we've got to be ready for anything and be able to adapt.
What are you expecting in Canberra on Wednesday night?
Well, it looks like there could be a bit of rain, and 70% chance of, you know, I don't know, not that much, but showers, etc. So that's good for us. We need to play in that as well. So, but we also know that the top side in the Australian division. So, and we also know what happened as far as the Lions is concerned in 2013. So we know it's a big day on Wednesday for us all.
It obviously wasn't intentional, but do you think there was a level of potentially underestimating this weakened Waratahs team?
No, I don't think it was underestimating. It's just the story of how the game went. I mean, you know, if there's, I'm sure we'll go through it and see there's some great positives, you know, and good performances by certain individuals, like you've mentioned. I thought Scott Cummins found his mojo again after the Force game. I thought he was excellent. You mentioned Hugh Jones and the lads playing the first cap, and etc. And this fella captaining the side for the first time, and you know, certainly how the scrum went. But I suppose that many scrums tells the story of the game.
Andy, with the turnovers and the drop balls, would you like the team to slightly be a bit more direct and tighten up a bit? And
we're good when we're direct. We're good when we're direct, you know. I mean, we obviously made line breaks the whole time when we was direct. It didn't matter whether we was playing off 9 or off 10, but when we was direct, we was good. Yeah, it's not just pigeonholing yourself. It's what's ever in front of your face that you've got to adapt to. But when the ball's slow enough because of the pressure at the breakdown, etc., then you can't keep shoveling ball out wide and expecting to get on the front foot.
It seems like, just from our view, that the real determination to keep playing and moving the ball, but sometimes you're coming unstuck. Is there almost too much of that? And
well, of course. I mean, you know, these games are they're certainly not friendlies, but these games are games for us to prepare for test matches, and obviously you can see we're not trying to build a score as far as taking the points that are on offer. We want to play some rugby and find out and put ourselves under pressure, certainly fitness wise and game intensity wise and stuff like that. That'll all stand to us, but at the same time, the 50 pointers aren't reality really, are they?
Do you expect by the time we get to the series that generally the game on both sides will tighten up quite a lot?
Oh,
Because there'll be
100%.
proper
I mean,
international-
you'll see the quality of both sides then, and that tends to happen anyway, doesn't it? But I still think you'll see two wonderfully skillful sides.
Are you surprised or even shocked, Andy, that of the error counts and the breakdown? Is there anything out there that really kind of, well, I wasn't expecting this?
I know we shouldn't be at all, because we know that the pressure on the ball from all Australian sides, not just this year, across the history of the game. That's what it's always been about. So we need to be better there.
How was it from your perspective? How was the experience of captaining, and then how was the game itself?
Yeah, look, it's a massive honour to captain for sure, but as Faz has mentioned, like, so many errors and that, so it was quite frustrating, I suppose, out there that we couldn't get a hold of the game the way we would have liked to. I had a few drop balls myself, and just individual errors that probably cost us just a bit of continuity in terms of our attack, and that's probably the frustrating thing. I don't know how many entries we had inside the 22, but we kept coming up short. So that's obviously something that we're definitely going to have to look at and figure out how to improve it so it doesn't happen again.
So you try to get a hold of it. When it's happening like that, is the confidence maybe sapping a little bit from the players? And when you're a new team, is that just?
No, I don't. I think we kept giving it a go, and it was that was the main thing, that we kept at it, and that's why we kept getting back into their 22s, and it was just the final pass, or just the lead up to something, we drop the ball, or give away a turnover, and it didn't stop us from going again then, and getting the ball back and having another crack. On another day we could have scored a few more. Just unfortunately today that there was just too many errors and turnovers from our side, and that's the part where we're frustrated with. But as we said, we've had a lot of improvements as well. Our scrum improved a lot. Our line out was really good today. So we'll take some really good positives as well.
You've used the word desperation earlier on in the tour, Andy. Did you see a bit of that again today?
Well, I totally agree with what Tyke's saying. I don't think we got too down with all the errors that we made, or too ahead of ourselves at times. So I don't think that's desperate. I think he's right in what he said, that we always got onto the next thing and always created another chance, but we just wasn't good enough to create. So I wouldn't have thought we was too desperate. No.
Andy, can I just check, did everyone come through the game okay? So there are no
That's a good positive at this stage, isn't it?
And can I check, when would you anticipate Owen would be available for a match day squad?
I don't honestly know, but I would think Wednesday's too soon as far as jet lag and protocols that you need to go through in regards to that. So I wouldn't think Wednesday.
He seems to enjoy his role as a pantomime villain.
Yeah, he's probably trying to stay awake at this stage.
Andy, has Owen done the contact side of the?
Yeah, it was wrong that the wrong information got passed on to me. It was wrong that, so it's just I think that's all clear. It's just a formality that he needs to go through with a phone call with someone. But the doctor
That's
said,
the absolute final stage.
yeah, the doctor said that's the formality. Yeah.
And Hugo's obviously having played for a month and a bit.
Yeah.
He was ill during the week.
Yeah.
He made more errors than he normally would. Is that
Look,
natural?
honestly, that lad is unbelievably brave, because he's not been well. He's been desperate to play. He was gutted not to back out of the game against the Reds. He didn't want to back out of this, but you could tell he's depleted enough, but he's a fighter, and coming back from the calf injury as well. This is his first game back, so like Blair, like Ben White, etc. Everyone's up and running.
penalty. There was, I think, 8 scrums, 4 penalties for the Lions on the loose head side. Obviously, that was a positive in terms of scrum penalties. What were you seeing from Pierre?
Well, exactly that. It's nice to see us going forward, isn't it? I think we was a bit more selective in how we did that. Probably on Wednesday we was a little bit too gung-ho, really, at times. So there was more control, would you say, Tig, in our scrum today.
Okay, happy enough. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. Cheers out. Thanks.